The waitress hasn't come in yet?
She won't be long. Garrett got the lab results. Shall we go?
All right, let me hang up my coat. I'll be right with you.
Okay. See you in a minute.
So, what do you want to start with?
What did you find on the knife?
Got some good prints off it. They matched those found on the fork and glass at the suspect's table.
So, the murderer was definitely at that table.
Anything on the blade?
I'm getting to that. We definitely had blood from the victim, but the weird thing is we also found blood from the killer.
What about the pool of blood in the stall?
You're not going to believe this. The blood wasn't from the victim, it was from the killer.
What was he doing bleeding in the stall?
I have absolutely no idea.
Punish this mortal.
Frank found a book on one of the tables in the diner. It was Shakespeare. The Tempest, I think.
Did you check for prints?
Yep, and they matched the ones on the fork and the glass, so it was definitely his
Book?
It looked like a fairly old book. Maybe we can get some more stuff out of it. So,
What do you think about all that?
I don't have any explanation for the blood in the stall. The victim could have wounded the killer during a struggle, but it doesn't make sense that it would be in the stall. It's as though the killer wounded himself.
Why not? You get clumsy fools.
in every other profession, why not killers?
That's kind of a flimsy explanation, Garrett.
To each his own, Carla. I do the testing.
You figure out the reason why.
Thanks for your help, Garrett. See you later.
So, what do we do now?
You go take care of the composite. I'm gonna go check with the coroner and see if he got anything from the body.
Okay. Catch you later. Come in.
Hello, Detective.
Hello, Mrs. Morrison. Thanks for taking the trouble to come down. Please, take a seat. Now, we're going to try and assemble a composite photo of the suspect you saw. We have a computer program to help us. You'll see, it's really simple. It's kind of like a video game. Have you ever played a video game, Mrs. Morrison?
No.
It doesn't matter. You're going to do fine. The most important thing is to try to remember exactly what happened. The program consists of several types of facial features. You scroll through them until it looks like the man you saw. You understand?
Yes. Well, I think I do.
Okay, let's go. Now, is this the face of the person you saw?
Yes. At least, that's how I remember him.
Thank you very much for your help. We're going to get this picture out to all the airports, trains, and bus stations, and to all of our patrolmen. If this guy is still in New York, we're going to find him. And go buy yourself a video game.
Okay, we're going to get started. If you prefer, you can wait outside.
I'd rather stay here if you don't mind. I've studied some medicine. I've seen dead bodies.
Oh. As you wish. No apparent hematoma on the body. 2 broken fingernails on the right hand.
He didn't see the murderer until the last moment. He didn't have time to struggle.
Large hematoma on the back of the cranium. Fracture of the occipital bone.
He cracked his head when he fell.
Abnormal dilation in, both pupils.
Why are his pupils dilated? What did he see before he died?
3 knife wounds between the 3rd and 5th ribs in the proximity of the heart. The blade was driven in deeply. The stabs seem to have been delivered from the front and moved from left to right.
The murderer was left-handed.
1 stab neatly cut the aorta, and the other 2 cut the left and right coronary arteries. He really didn't have a chance. The blade slipped right through the ribs to cut the arteries.
It was definitely the knife wounds that caused his death?
Yes, the 3 arteries leading to the heart were cut. The heart was literally disconnected from the rest of the body.
Do you think it was just by chance?
Difficult to say. The chances of cutting all 3 main arteries to the heart with 3 lucky stabs are fairly small, but it's not impossible. I saw a case like this once before. It was a while back now, in the 90s, I think. Exactly the same. 3 stabs around the heart, each one cutting a main artery. It really struck me at the time. I wondered how such a thing were possible. It was the, what was that name again? Karsten or Kirsten, something like that.
Kirsten?
Yes, that's it, Kirsten. You know about that case?
Not yet. I'm sure as hell gonna find out.
I was burning with fever. I was shaking all over. The migraine was back and drilling holes into my brain. And to top it off, I couldn't keep enough food down. My body seemed to be fighting against something, but I still didn't know what. Gotta just live my life no matter what. Don't raise any suspicions. Despite the state I was in, I decided to go to work as though nothing had happened. I'm in charge of computer maintenance in the Naser and Jones Bank. I share my office with Warren.
Do you know what time it is?
What's wrong with you?
I had a little problem on the way back in. I had to go back home and change my clothes.
That guy is so bizarre. He gives me the creeps.
What'd you say?
What?
You were saying something?
No, I didn't say anything. Are you sure you're all right, Lucas?
I heard something, as though I could read his mind.